Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. My name is Gaurav Sao, and today I have a topic on global warming, its effect, and its solution. My teammates are Sobon Vera and Sumanto Sanduka. Next page. Uh, I have 8 contents like introduction, problems, cause, effect, its solution, description, future, and summary. Now, global warming. Global warming, the phenomenon of increasing average air temperature near the surface of Earth over the past 1 to 2 centuries. Modern global warming is a result of an increasing in magnitude of the so-called greenhouse effect, a warming of Earth's surface and lower atmosphere caused by presence of water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and any other greenhouse gases. An American environmentalist, Mr. Paul Hawken, said that at present we are steering the future, selling it in the present and calling it gross domestic product. There are many causes for global warming. The main causes are emission of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, etc. into the atmosphere. Water vapor. Water vapor increases as the Earth's atmosphere warms, but so does the possibility of clouds and making this some of the most important feedback mechanism to the greenhouse effect. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is released through natural processes such as respiration and volcano eruptions, and through human activities such as deforestation, land use changes, and burning fossil fuels. Chlorofluorocarbons, synthetic compounds entirely or industrial origin, used in a number of applications. It is the major cause for the ozone layer depletion. Here we saw a pie chart. This pie chart about the amount of greenhouse gas in atmosphere. Here we saw that carbon dioxide is present almost 74% in atmosphere. So the main responsible greenhouse gas is carbon dioxide. After carbon dioxide, we saw that methane also present almost 16%. Nitrous oxide is present almost 10%, and at least 8% are present in water vapor. Now I request Mr. Sobun to continue this presentation.
Good evening, sir. I am Sonwar. I present in this. Next slide, Tawa. Hello. Causes.
Okay. Carry on. Continue.
Permafrost. It melting release tons of trapped greenhouse gases, which further speed up the melting of more permafrost. Fertilizer. The use of nitrogen-rich fertilizers increase the amount of heat plant can store. Nitrogen oxide can trap up to 300 times more heat than carbon dioxide. 62% of nitrous oxide release come from agriculture byproducts. Garbage. As trash breakdown in landfills, it releases methane and nitrous oxide gas. Approximately 18% of methane gas in the atmosphere comes from waste disposal and treatment. Oil drilling. Burn off from oil drilling industry impacts the carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere. Fossil fuel retrieval, processing of distribution release CO2 and CH4. Next slide. Hello.
হ্যালো
হ্যাঁ স্যার স্লাইডটা দেখা যাচ্ছে।
চেঞ্জ হয়ে গেছে, তুমি কন্টিনিউ করো।
স্যার ওকে কি পিন করতে হবে? দেখা যাচ্ছে না স্যার স্লাইড।
না না, কিছু করতে হবে না। বলো, তুমি তো এই তো এফেক্টস বলো, টেম্পারেচার, প্রেসিপিটেশন, মেল্টিং অফ আইস।
ওকে স্যার, স্যার আমি আমার ফোন থেকে দেখে বলছি। Effects.
ওকে ওকে।
Temperature will rise because human induced warming in superimposed on a naturally varying climate. That temperature rise has not been and will not be uniform or smooth across the country or over time. Precipitation patterns. Global warming will result in change of precipitation patterns over the globe and also cause change in level of rain across the globe. Effects. Melting of ice. Global warming is affecting sea ice, glacier and continental ice sheets worldwide. It is expected to become essential ice free in summer before mid-century. Drought and heat waves. A reduction of soil moisture which exacerbates heat waves is projected for much of the area and makes the soil until for farming and makes land barren. Effects on Mother Earth. The Earth's temperature has already warmed by 1 degree compared to pre-industrial level. This temperature rise may appear small, but small rises in temperature translate into big changes for the world's climate. This is because the amount of extra energy needed to increase the world's temperature, even a little is vast. The extra energy is like force feeding the global climate system. Global warming stresses ecosystem through temperature rises, water shortage, increased fire threat, drought, wheat and pest invasions, intense storm damage and salt invasion. Just to name a few, some Australians' great natural icons such as Great Barrier Reef are already threatened. Effect on polar bear. Global warming is causing Arctic ice to melt. Ice reflects sunlight, which water absorb it. When the Arctic ice melts, the ocean around it absorb more sunlight and heat up, making the world warmer as a result. Climate change is impacting flora and fauna across the Arctic. Although scientists don't know specifically what killed the individual polar bear, experts warn that many of the bears are having trouble to finding food as the sea ice they historically relied on this and melts earlier. Losses of sea ice also threaten the bear's main prey seals, which need the ice to raise their young. Sir, now I am requested Mr. Sumanto to continue this presentation.
Good morning, good evening, everyone. I continue this PPT presentation in this portion, solution and description. Many of the reasons of global warming hinge on humans changing in the way we behave, shifting the way we make and consuming energy. The required changes can technologies, behaviors, and policies that encourage less waste and smarter use of our resource. For example, we have to shift from hydrocarbon fuel to solar energy or rechargeable battery as a fuel to reduce carbon dioxide emission from automobile sector, biofuels from organic waste. Organic waste increase in wind and solar power and plant trees, restoring sea grasses and boosting the use of agriculture cover crops could help clean up significant amount of carbon dioxide from atmosphere and also provide us oxygen. Global warming is the phenomenon of a gradual increase in the temperature near the Earth's surface. This phenomenon has been observed over the past 1 or 2 centuries. These changes has disturbed the climate pattern of the Earth. However, the concept of global warming is quite controversial, but the scientists have provided relevant data in support of the fact that the temperature of the Earth is rising constantly. Next slide. Next slide. Future issue. Scientists have predicted that long-term effect of climate change will include a decrease in a sea ice and an increase in permafrost, through an increase in heat waves and heavy precipitation, and decreased water resource in semi-arid region. The sea level is projected to rise another 8 to 20 inches with acidification of ocean water, along with amphibians and mammals, marine life threats of endangerment and extinction with the rise of in ocean acidity and pollution. Changes in water temperature are affecting environment where fish, shellfish, and other marine species live. Coral reefs are among the most vulnerable species at risk. With the warming of ocean, we are seeing algae disappear, leaving coral reefs to experience severe bleaching, which could result in their extinction by the end of the century. Next slide. Summary. At last, I want to conclude that global warming has become a major issue for mankind. It should be taken care with strict measure and hard steps should be taken to stop the further increase in greenhouse gases to prevent global warming. Everyone should be aware of its adverse effect on the complete atmosphere, so every individual on their personal level can contribute in the prevention of global warming. Next slide. Acknowledgement. We would like to express our special thanks to gratitude to our teacher, Mr. Somud sir, and our HOD sir, Joydeep Dotto, who gave us golden opportunity to do this project on global warming, who also helps us in completing our project. Secondly, we would also like to thank our teammates and friends who helped us a lot in finalizing this project within the limited time frame. Next slide. We collected our data mainly from the Google and YouTube. Next slide. Thank you.